So now we will discuss one more question here. Okay, so now this is your GATE CSE 2015 question. Okay, so this is a question of combination of your pointers, arrays, pointers. Okay, so all that concept we will clear here from this question. Okay, so one of your previous year question will also be solved, and you will get some concept of on pointers, arrays with pointers and all that. Okay, so that we'll discuss in detail here. Okay, now see here again, this program is given and you are asked the find the output of this above program. Okay, so again what I have always told you, you have to start your program from the main function. So we'll start executing our program from the main function again. Okay, so see here how many instruction this is having. This again having 1 2 3 4 and 5 statement this your program is having. So we have to execute all the 5 statement. Okay, so first statement is your static int a equals to this array. Okay, here a array is initialized with these values. Okay, so a array is initialized. Okay, so a array is allocated, okay, in your memory with the values, okay, with the values 10 20, then is your 30 40 and 50. Okay, so it is an array with the name a. Okay, a array with the name a is initialized with the value 10 20 30 40 50, means it is having the it is having how many 5 values in it. Okay, so it is storing 5 integer variables. So memory is allocated for these variables. Let us suppose this is stored at the memory location 1000. Fine. Okay, now this is your integer array. So let us suppose this is your 1002, this is your, then this will be your 1004, this is your 1006. Okay, and this will be your 1008, because this is your integer array. So we are supposing that 2 bytes of memory is allocated for each of the variables. So let us suppose this is allocated this memory address. Okay, so this is our first statement. Okay, now in the second statement what it is doing, this is your p. So this is p is your pointer array. Okay, so because star mark is there, so p is your pointer array and it is storing these values. Okay, so this is your pointer array, means what it will store, it will store the address, because pointer variable will always store the address, whether it is your array, whether it is your any integer variable or float variable. But if it is a pointer variable, then it will always store your address. Okay, so what it is storing, it is storing these addresses. Okay, so here we have one more array. Okay, we have one more array here. Okay, and this is storing the addresses. Okay, now what addresses it is storing? So let us suppose this is p. Okay, so it is storing the address a. Okay, now what is your a here? So see here, so here one important point what you have to notice, that see, if you are given any array, means you are given the address of the first element of that array. Okay, so the first address, okay, so the first value, the first element of this array a is 10 and the address of that is 1000. So a will always be also represented with this address of first element, that is address, that is 1000. Okay, so if you are given any array, so means it is if you are given any array, so the address of the first element of that array will be given, and that will be the address of your array also. Okay, that is the important thing which you have to remember. So a is given here, so a means this a is representing this array that is having the address this 1000, and that is the address of your first element of your array. Fine, now see what value this p is storing. First value is a. Now what is a your here? A is your this one. Okay, this is always called your a, and then this will be called your, so this is called your a plus 0 always. A plus 0 means a, so this will be your a, this will be your a plus 1 second element. Now third element will be your a plus 2, fourth element will be your a plus 3, and this element will be your a plus 4. So in the array always the first element is your a, that is a plus 0. So we will do a plus 0, that will be a only. Second element will always be a plus 1, third will be a plus 2, fourth will be a plus 3, this will be a plus 4. Okay, so why it is? Because this is a, the first element of the array, the first, again I am repeating, the first element, the address of the first element of your array will always be the address of your array also. So a will also be represented with this 1000, which is this array a, which is storing these value, and the first element will always having the same address. That is the important point here. Okay, that will be useful in further questions also when you will solve it. Okay, now see, you have to store the value. Now see a, first is your a, so a, what is your a here? A plus 0, this is your a, so this is storing the value, sorry, this is storing the value address of this, so this will store the value here 1000. Okay, so store the value here 1000. Fine. Okay, now the second element of your p array is storing a plus 3. Now where is your a plus 3? See, a plus 3 is your here, means it is storing the address a plus 3, and address a plus 3 is your 1006. Fine. Now a plus 4. What is your a plus 4? A plus 4 is your, this means it is storing the address a plus 4, that is your 1008. Okay. Now a plus 1. Where is your a plus 1? A plus 1 is this, means a plus 1 is this 1002. So this is storing the value 1002. And now last is your a plus 2. A plus 2 is your this one. A plus 2 is your this one, means it is storing this address 1004. Fine. And let us suppose, okay, this is your completed, p array is your completed with again 1 2 3 4 5 elements. And now let us suppose this is allocated at some address 2000. Okay, now since this is your pointer array, now this pointer, I am supposing that it is initialized with the 8 bytes memory. Okay, this every value or every variable of this array, p array, is given a size of 8 bytes. Okay, so if this is 2000, then this will be your 2008. Okay, then this is your 2016. This will be your 2024, and this will be your, this is your 2032. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, why I have taken this? Because this is a pointer array. This is a pointer array, and as I am supposing that every variable is allocated with a size of 8 bytes. So 8 bytes will be allocated to every variable. Oh, like here we have given the 2 bytes memory because of the integer array. So in the same way, let us suppose this is a, because this is a pointer array. So every values or every variable is getting a 8 byte size memory. Fine. So this is the way you have represented your this p array, which is storing the addresses a plus 3, because it's a pointer and addresses of this a array. So a, this is again the important thing, a plus 1, a, that we have already discussed, a plus 0, a plus 1 will be represented like this. Right. So now up to here we are clear. Okay, now our third statement is int star star ptr equals to p. Now what this is doing here, see, this ptr one variable is initialized. Okay, and that is a double pointer because star star is there. So this ptr is a double pointer, means it is storing the address again, and it is storing the address of your p. Okay, now what is your p address? P's address is your 2000. Okay, you understood that? Okay, why? Because see, p is itself a pointer variable because it was storing the address, and again this ptr is a double pointer, means again it is storing the address of this p variable. Okay, so p is itself a pointer array, so it is storing the address of this p. Now again see, we have given this 2000. Why? Because this p is having the value 2000, because this is again a p array, and the address of that array p will be the address of the first element which is present in that array. So p, the first element is a 2000, so address of p will also be 2000. So this ptr will store the value 2000 in it. Okay, so because it is storing the address of this. Okay, now see, our fourth is ptr plus plus. Now what do we mean by this ptr plus plus? Ptr plus plus means ptr equals to ptr plus 1. Fine. Now what does it mean? That ptr is your this, now it is increased by 1. Now what we have to do? So you don't have to do this, that ptr is your new, no, ptr value is your 2000, and you are doing 2000 plus 1 is your 2001. So now ptr, in the ptr value 2001 will be stored. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, this plus 1 does not mean that arithmetically we have to increment with 1. Okay, what does this mean? This means that, see, this ptr is first pointing to our this 2000. Okay, this ptr is a variable. Okay, let us suppose this is any address 3000. So this ptr is a variable, pointer variable, which is storing this address 2008, means it is pointing to this variable. Fine. Now ptr plus 1 means this is ptr. Now ptr plus means now it is started pointing to the next variable. Now it is pointing to the next variable from it. Okay, if it was ptr plus 2, then if ptr is this, because we know PTR is storing the value P. So PTR plus 2 would have marked to this location, because this is your PTR, this will be your PTR plus 1, this will be your PTR plus 2, and in this way this will go on. So PTR plus 1 does not mean that you have to increment by 1. It means that if PTR is this, and if it is pointing to that address at this point, then PTR plus 1 means it will point to the one next address which is next to it. Okay, PTR plus 2 means it will point the next two elements which is after to it. Okay, so now PTR plus 1, what will do, this pointer it will shift from here to here. First it was this 2000, that was PTR was pointing to this one because 2000 is stored here. Now PTR, what it is doing, it is now pointing to this your 2008. PTR plus 1 with this one. Okay, now see, this is done. Now fifth statement is here, you have to print the value of these two. Okay, now see, this is your important step. Now see, what is this printf percentage d PTR minus P. Okay, now what is your PTR? See, now PTR is pointing to this one, means now instead of 2000 it is storing the address 2008, because with PTR plus 1 now it is pointing to this. Now 2000 is changed to your 2008. So PTR is your 2008 minus, what it is saying, minus P. Now what is your P? P is your 2000. Okay, what is your P? P is this only 2000, so P is your 2000. Okay, so what it is doing, that you have to subtract these value. Okay, now what does it mean again, 2008 minus 2000, what does it mean? Okay, so this you can see, this is the PTR minus P. This is the difference of two pointer variables. So the subtraction or the difference of two pointer variables will give you what, that you have to see here. Okay, now see, this you can do in two ways. Okay, if it is saying PTR minus P, now we know P is this one, P is this one, and this is your PTR. Fine, this is your P, because P, you know, it is your 2000 which was already there, P, and PTR is now pointed to this. So PTR minus P means that the number of elements before PTR from P. The number of elements before PTR. So now how many numbers are present before PTR from P? Only one element is there. So answer of this is 1. Okay, either you can do by this way, or one more method is there. 2008 minus 2000, what is the value? It will give you the value 8. It will give you the value 8. Now you have to divide it with the size of the variable which it is pointing. You see here, this is your pointer array. So this is having the size of 8 bytes. So you have to divide it with 8 also. So 8 by 8 will give you 1. Okay, so both ways the answer you will get, but we have two ways to solve it. Okay, this again I will clear you here. See, if I would have given, if let us suppose this address is your P1 and this address is your P2, and you are asked now P2 minus P1. So what is the answer of this your P2 minus P1 will be? What you can do two ways. Okay, first way is you have to count the number of elements which are before P2 from P1. So how many elements are there in between these two? Two elements are there, 1 and 2, because this you have to exclude. Okay, from P1 up to P2. So how many elements are present? How many elements are present before P2 from P1. Okay, so from P1 1 to 2 elements are there. Okay, so answer of it can be 2. Okay, and the other way which I told you, second method is, what is your P2? P2 value is your 1006. Fine, so P2 value is your 1006 minus P1 value is your 1002. Okay, so now what is the answer of this? 1006 minus 1002 is your 4. Now with what value you have to divide it? Now see here, these are your integer variables. Now the size of each is your 2. So you have to divide it with 2. So 4 by 2 is your 2. Okay. So again you are getting the same answer. Okay, so solving the difference of any two pointer variable is two method I have told you. So with any method you can find it out. Okay, so finally, okay, so this is important here, the difference of pointer variable. It can be asked you in other questions also. Fine, so the answer of what we have got here is PTR minus P1 we have got. Fine, PTR minus P1 we have got. Now one more thing what we have to print is, we have to print star PTR. Now see, what is your PTR? So see, PTR is now your 2008. PTR is storing the value 2008. Now this is your 2008. Now star 2008 means value at 2008. So 2008 your this, so value at 2008 is your 1006. Okay, so this will be your 1006. Now again one more star is there, so value at 1006. Now see 1006 is your this, so value at 1006 is your 40. So this value is your 40. So it will, what it will print here, this star PTR will print your 40. So answer of this output will be, this program will be 140 finally. Okay, this from this star PTR you are getting 40, and from this PTR minus P you are getting 1. So overall the answer of this output of this program will be 140. Okay, so hope you got it. Okay, the important point here is that, okay, first of all, how you will represent the pointer pointer array, how you have to represent it. This is your always a plus 0, a plus 1, a plus 2, and the a will be the address of the first element of your array will be the address of your array. This is the first important point here. Second important point here, the difference of two pointer variable, that two methods are there. Either you have to count the number of elements between those two pointer variable, or you can subtract those value addresses and you can divide by the size of the variable which is given there. Okay, so the second important point is here. Okay, and one more important point I want to discuss here is that what you have seen here, you have seen the difference of pointer variable here. So in the pointer variable, only this arithmetic operation, that is subtraction, is possible if I write this ptr plus p. Okay, ptr plus p means if I am adding any two pointer variable, or if I am doing ptr multiply with p, or third is your ptr divide by p. So these are basically your four arithmetic operation. So these arithmetic operation does not have any sense here. Okay, these are not possible for any two pointer variables. These three arithmetic operations are not applicable for any two pointer variable, because this does not make any sense. But only the subtraction subtraction as the arithmetic is possible for your pointer variables. Okay, and that will give you the number of elements which are present between those two pointer variables. Okay, so this was the important thing in it. Okay, so this was all about this video. Thank you.